Red Hood Vanguard. This reminds me of something, but I can't put my finger on it. Dual, like, akimbos? I guess there's no one in rifles like that. I don't know what it's reminding me of. So he has like a Scarlet Witch ability, kind of. Oh, he charges up and then he gets like an auto rifle, kind of. What the hell, dude? That's like some Chainsaw Man type thing. That doesn't seem like it would be that powerful. Oh, if it can go in the air, that might be better. That's like Bastion Salt, no? Kinda, or Bastion Salt, I guess, moves. The stationary Bastion Salt. If I want to be like super YouTuber, I would like go in frame by frame analyzation. But it's like that's already been done. So I'll just do the basic. Go through his abilities. The shift looked like it was Scarlet Witch's ability, kinda. His E, I'm assuming it's like a buff, whether it's like damage or... Oh, it wouldn't be a rate of fire. It's probably a damage boost. It reminds me of Baptiste's alt. I think it was his alt in Overwatch. I didn't catch what this right click was. It looked like an AoE, just like a damage area around him, maybe? Or maybe that was his C. I'm sure you can just read about it instead of just speculating. Question is, does this look like someone I would play? I would try him. He doesn't look all that complex. He looks insanely simple. Like, I didn't really see anything there that I was like, damn, that's going to take some skill gap. So he gives me, I feel like that's a bad comparison, but like Punisher vibes, just like really basic. He's a Vanguard, so he's just put right in there. Interesting. I have no idea what he's from. I've never heard of the Hood. Okay, comic book. Parker Robbins. Not heard of this guy. No disrespect to the Hood. Devil Dinosaur. Increase maximum health percentage damage dealt by the first 4 attacks of Frenzied Feast from 5% to 8%, and the 5th attack from 10% to 12%. Increase maximum health percentage damage. Am I like dumb, or is this like the stupidest way you could word this? Increase maximum health percentage damage. Is this not just increased damage percent? Or am I reading that wrong? This is like school again, like learning a different language. Like, why do they do this? Maybe that's just bad translation, like it was in Chinese. But that just seems worded like awfully. The damage is based on max health of target. Increase maximum health percentage damage dealt. Okay. I just feel like there's got to be a better way to word that. But that's why it's hard to read patch notes when you don't already know what the things were before. A lot of the times I like have a rough idea of what the abilities do. Did I know to a T what Frenzied Feast does? In my head, no. It just like kind of made you do a good amount of damage. I just popped it to do some damage. So maybe this is like learning. I get to learn what the abilities do. When selecting team up with Jeff the Land Shark, I like how they have this though. This is very like user friendly. Increase surf and turf maximum duration from 4 to 5 seconds, and the healing effect on allies from 40 to 60. That was a very weak ability. 40 to 60 healing. See, like when I read these numbers, like I don't know, 40 to 60, like how is that big? I don't know. I don't know if it was 20 points away from being a good team up. But we shall see. And then like 1 second, we'll see. Hopefully it makes it more viable. Because I think it's a really fun team up. I think Dino's teams are really fun. They were just kind of mid. How long is all this before I like commit to it? I just gotta like figure out how much time I want to spend on each individual character. Doctor Strange. They like to do their little yap. Increase daggers of the knack single hit damage from 16 to 18 and projectile charges from 10 to 12. I wish they should have a little thing that hovers this and it says like primary weapon, or you know, because is this his primary? His daggers from 16 to 18, projectile charges from 10 to 12. Projectile charge. So, oh, he got more ammo and more single damage. That's pretty big. Upgrading his main weapon and giving him more shots. That's pretty big. When team up with Hulk, reduce Gamma Maelstrom cooldown from 8 seconds to 6 seconds. I didn't really know it, but apparently this team up wasn't very good. I don't know where Strange placed. I thought he was like just good. I thought he was considered like a good character. Are they trying to move him to like S tier? Meg. We're not nerfing Meg. When selecting a team up with Scarlet Witch, enhanced effect, the metallic chaos projectile hit now adds a minor launch up effect to enemies. I think what was that the one where his when he threw the thing, like it had some knockback, so now it launches them up as well. So just a slight buff to his ability. I should call this, like, if I upload it in some way, just like special. No, you can't say that. Idiot reacts to patch notes. You know, I don't know how to make it's not as funny, but it's more PC. Okay, what is all of this? We are slightly weakening control and survivability in particular. Okay, what was the actual thing? That remove the direct immobilize effect upon hitting enemies with cyber web snare. Wait, so her right click doesn't immobilize anymore? New effect now applies a stack of web tracer and 30% slow effect for 1 second. The web tracer lasts for 5 seconds. If any enemy with a web tracer is hit by the snare again, they will be immobilized for 0.7. Yeah, that's definitely a rework of the ability. I think it's a nerf though, right? That seems objectively worse because you have to build up to the immobilize and you're getting a slow effect instead. Yeah, so that's a nerf. But I fucking hate Penny Parker, so I don't care. They could literally say, removed her robot, and now she is just a girl with no weapon and just fists that do like 1 damage. And I'm like, that's fair. Adjust cyber web snare to be change-based ability with a maximum of 2 charges. What is a change-based? Oh, charge-based. Oh my god, I'm stupid. I'm dyslexic. You can charge it with the maximum of 2 charges. All right. Reduce bonus health cap provided to cyber webs from 200 to 150. Yeah, so she just got nerfed. Haha. Okay, can Rogue no longer be a flyer? That's my like low level gold player analysis, is just wanting Rogue to not be this character that just flies through the sky. Increase the damage reduction multiplier when in while in defensive stance from 55% to 60%. So that's a buff. Increased regenerative shield capacity from 250 to 2. So she got buffed. I don't know if she was even powerful. I just find her annoying in like lower ranks as a lower rank player. I just feel like she can just live forever. I don't know. What do I know? I don't play her. What did they do to Venom? I've been enjoying Venom, learning Venom recently. I feel like he was pretty good. So probably a nerf, I'm guessing. Oh my god. Reduce the bonus health provided by symbiotic resilience from 120% of his lost health to 110%. So that's his E ability, I assume. So that got a 10% nerf, which is a bit, but I don't think that's game breaking. Increase Venom swing cooldown from 8 seconds to 10 seconds. Okay, I would say that's a pretty like safe nerf. Black Panther, what do we got? When selecting the team up with Storm, reduce the area damage to enemies from 40 to 30 and increase the cooldown from 12 to 15%. I've not even tried it. I have no idea what it does. I do not play Dive. I know Black Panther was good. I've not seen him being played. I've not played that much, but I've not even been seeing him get played, so I don't know. What do they do to my boy Cyclops? Increase cooldown reduction provided to a ricochet force per optic blast hit from 0.15 seconds to 0.25 seconds. Increase cooldown reduction. Cooldown reduction provided to ricochet force per optic blast. Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing. Okay, so that's like a nerf. I didn't even know that was a thing. I'll be honest. Yeah, it reduces cooldowns. I didn't know that. Selecting a team up with Gambit, increase the concussive beam attack frequency boost from 10% to 15%. I think that's probably to make his Gambit ability more on par with this other one, because I guess the other one was considered just better. Elsa. Character I need to play more. When selecting the team up with Devil Dinosaur, reduce the health of an activated Smoky Snare Trap from 100 to 50 and its control duration from 1.5 seconds to 1.2. Having a half of health is crazy, but I guess it was already pretty like weak. So they just nerfed her Devil Dino team up. I actually know what this one is. I can't say like I have enough experience versing it where I'm like, oh, got it. Shucks. What'd they do to Hela, my boy? Team up with the Mord reduces undead monstro single hit damage from 15 to 10. Yeah, you know, it was probably necessary. That sucks because that's someone I play. We got a big blurb here for Moon Knight. Adjust Crescent Dart and Moon Blade bounce damage decay from 30% to 20%. So that's a nerf on Moon Knight for his bounce damage. When team up with Cloak and Dagger, reduce Luminous Moon cooldown from 15 seconds to 12 seconds. So that's a buff on one of his team ups. Increase dash duration from 0.3 to 0.35 and dash distance from 12 to 15. I think that's like a buff. Enhance effect, Moon Knight gains a 3-second healing effect of 20 health per second after leaving the phased state. This sounds like the biggest piece of it. It sounds like a nerf. You minor buffs? This is a nerf though, no? Reducing the bounce damage? I feel like that overall makes him worse because that's like his bread and butter is his bounce damage. I don't know what the overall consensus on this was. It seems either like neutral or like a slight nerf, unless I'm misreading it. I don't know. I feel like he was in kind of a mid state, so Phoenix is S tier again. Increase the damage dealt when detonating sparks from 35 to 40 and increase the area damage from 12 to 50. I haven't read patch notes before, but wasn't this like an issue in like the last season that she was really good? Because did they not nerf this? I thought she was considered really powerful because of this, and it got buffed. When selecting the team up with the Rogue, increase telekinetic beatdown damage from 45 to 55. Her other team up was just... Actually, I don't even know what it was. The Hela one? It was with Hela. Easier to use, I guess. All right, Phoenix buffs across the board. I'm not mad with that. I'll probably just main her then if I get DPS. Scarlet Witch, when selecting a team up with Doctor Strange, base effect, the ability has an 8-second cooldown, 8-second duration when activated. Replace match with to be fire freely with no energy cost. Become a toggle type ability. Oh, my brain is like turning off. I don't know what this means. I guess her team up with Doctor Strange got changed in two different ways, in the base way and the enhanced way. I don't know why my brain's just slow right now. Wolverine, Berserk Rage, adjustment, increased rage gain per hit taken from 5 to 8, adjust range decay timer from starting after 4 seconds of no rage to after 5, at maximum rage reduce the decay from 50 seconds. So Wolverine gets a big buff. I don't really know. He's really fucking annoying to play against. But I'm in gold, so I don't get an opinion. What's up, Millsy? Gambit, when selecting the team up with Magneto, adjust the launch up frequency of the spell field from 0.5 to 1 second. I don't even know. That sounds... Is this bad? Wait, I don't remember what this does, so I don't know. What do they do to Jubilee? Increase energy plasmoid single hit damage from 10 to 11 and single hit healing from 14. It's straight buff. I'm not mad about it. I've been enjoying a Jubilee. Increase mystical missile projection speed from 100 meters a second to 120 meters a second. Mystical missile projection, what would that be? Is that his clones? I don't fucking know. White Fox, reduce the energy cost of Kumiho Unleashed from 4,800 to 4,300. After casting, automatically apply the bless by the 9 effect to all allies within 10-meter radius for 3 seconds. Is energy cost like how much it takes to build up alt charge? So she builds it faster? Am I learning this lingo correctly? Because I've never heard of energy in this game. Let's see, what do people think? What do the masses think? This is not a good balance patch. Buffing poke heroes who are much stronger than majority heroes. Why isn't Luna being nerfed after all the complaints of her damage? Dude, I feel so smart for being able to read the words and understand what it means.